Well then, boyos. This time it actually has been ages.
How long has it been?
The last episode was uploaded on May the 14th, so the whole summer basically. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. Today we are back on Need for Speed Undercover. So a lot has happened since May the 14th. Need for Speed Heat's been announced. I've moved from my university house to my actual home now. So much has happened in these last few months. It's been such a hectic few months. But we're here. I'm settled. I've managed to finally link up my 360, and we are finally gonna get this Let's Play finished.
I ain't forgot about it. We're still here.
Now, before we go ahead and get into this, there's a bit of housekeeping that I need to sort out. So, for some reason, when I booted up my 360, it just lost all the data that I had on it. So, as you'll be able to see from what is on the screen right now, I had to redo the whole intro. And for some reason, whatever reason, I have literally no progress in the challenge series. But luckily, it's on YouTube, so we know where we're at. To catch you guys up on what happened on the last episode, it was basically this.
Ah!
It was written in the stars.
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm not doing the rest. I'm not doing it. I think this might be the first time that I'm not doing this. Can't do this in this episode. Which basically means we haven't done this sprint event. So that's the first one we're going to try. I'm not looking forward to this because I was really struggling last time, and I think it's going to be the exact same story this time. So let's go ahead and get annoyed. Look at all these disgusting cars, and we are back in the boat. Also, for some reason, I don't really know if you guys really care about this, but when I booted the game, it was in manual and in kilometers per hour. Very weird. Now, I'm very aware that yesterday was the 25th anniversary for Need for Speed. I got a few comments on yesterday's video like,
Leave me alone, if not, get me out.
If you want me to be honest, I completely forgot that it was even the 25th anniversary. Wow, you're a real Need for Speed. Oh no! You're...
Why me?
I can already tell this is going to be a sticky one, isn't it, really? It's going to be a sticky video. Yeah, I just completely forgot it was the 25th anniversary, so I thought it would be a good idea to play a bit of catch-up and kind of just do that in today's video, especially because we're playing an old Need for Speed game. I think that just makes sense. I don't really do these videos with scripts and stuff, so if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen any of my gameplays, you're in for a wild ride.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
Right, before we talk about Need for Speed, I'm just going to see if I can get this done, to be honest, because this is already annoying me. Also, why is there just one light on my face? Move, bro. I am a hermit. I am a hermit. Oh, look, that's so much better. Look how white my teeth look. They're not that white in real life. Right, I'm going to concentrate, get this done, and then we're going to talk about more Need for Speed things, because this event, oh, don't you dare do that to me right now. It's so weird. In Undercover, it's like all the other cars are like bricks, and then yours is just like a... Oh! Yeah, it's like all the other cars are bricks, and then your car is just like a Hot Wheels. Like in real life. That is a very, very accurate representation of what it feels like in-game. I'm actually going to do it this time, boys. I'm not going to lie. No, don't jinx it, Cam. Don't jinx it. His name is Yo, man. Like, he's 5 seconds in front of us, and he's called Yo. Right? It's not over yet. We can still bring this back. Yo, shout out to my Xbox controller not disconnecting so far. Speed breaker. Break the speed. Oh, why did I do that for? We're 70% through. Can I still... I'm not sure I can even still do this. I'm literally not going to say anything until I win at this race. Oh, we're actually... Move out of my way! Oh, this is actually so close. What is happening? Come back here! No, no, come back here! Come back here! I am going to fucking scream if I don't get this. Yes! Yes, we're in the lead! Oh, this actually has taken so long. Come on, man. Boom! Yes! Let's go! Very happy, very happy, very happy indeed. Right, what was I even talking about before this? I can't even remember. 25th anniversary, that's what we were talking about. Right, now I can actually continue with this in peace. Right, so the events that we've done but have been lost through the game save, I'm going to do at a different time. Look, it even says I've done it in the leaderboards. Bullshit, mate. But for now, we're going to continue with the ones that I don't think I've done. So I'm pretty certain, we're just going to go from right to left, because I'm pretty certain I haven't done any of these events on the far right. Let's go ahead and get involved. Okay, so what I was going to talk about in that race, but, you know, I got a bit sidetracked by... Obviously, Need for Speed has hit 25 years of age. It's actually older than me by 4 years. Fun fact of the day. My question to you guys in the comment section down below is, what Need for Speed did you start on, and what is your favourite? And I'm going to talk a bit about my history with the series. I did tweet about it, and I got a few replies back. It was really interesting to hear what you guys were saying, so we're basically going to talk about that in today's video. I don't imagine these races are going to be awfully hard, so we're going to get through a few of these races as well, because it's not going to be anywhere near as hard as the one we just did. What are you doing, man? Oh, this was such a bad idea. Anyway, back on to what we were actually talking about. I started on Hot Pursuit 2, believe it or not. Back in the day on PC. I actually didn't have a PS2 as a kid. I only had a PC. It was a bit of a weird scenario in the house. But anyway, I played Hot Pursuit 2, then went up to Underground 1, Underground 2, Most Wanted. And I actually never played Carbon, like as a kid anyway. It wasn't until a few years later when we got a Wii, and I managed to jailbreak the Wii. And that was the first place where I experienced Carbon. That is a genuine true story. But those are the first few games I played as a kid. I actually got Pro Street as well. I actually had played Pro Street before I played Carbon, because it came as a launch title with my PS3 when I got that for Christmas in like 2007 or whatever it was. It was the year after Carbon, so I'm pretty sure that was 2007. Anyway, I then played Pro Street, and after that, really, I played Undercover as well. Undercover was another game that I got when the Christmas it came out. But after that, I took a bit of a break from the series. A few years later, binged some of the games like Hot Pursuit. I never really played the Shift series as a teenager, but I binged the other games like Hot Pursuit and Most Wanted. Let's not talk about Most Wanted. And the reason why I guess I'm still playing Need for Speed today, and the kind of reintroduction from the series, I took a bit of a break, kind of after Hot Pursuit 2010 really, and I got back involved at Need for Speed Rivals. It was a bit of a weird place. One thing led to another. I think I was just really missing playing a proper racing game. I've always played racing games, but I took a bit of a hiatus from the series, and I kind of just wanted another Need for Speed game to play, because, you know, the track races I was playing at the time just weren't really doing it for me. That was Rivals, and even though that game had flaws, if it wasn't for that game, I wouldn't be making videos today. Like, are the traffic cars aiming for me? Yeah, if it wasn't for that game, I wouldn't be here today. And, you know, as many problems as it had, I obviously found it fun. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made videos on it. Or maybe I just found it fun to clown the game. Who knows? Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of where we're at in terms of my history with the series. That's literally the order of the way I played them and all that kind of stuff. I did forget to mention all the games that I didn't talk about, like in that little section, I played before making the documentary. But I'll just save that story for another time, because it's quite long-winded. If you haven't already seen my Need for Speed documentary, go check it out. It's pretty cool. Now, my favourite in terms of the whole series is probably Underground 2 or Most Wanted. Now, I'm fully aware that they're not the best games in the series. You don't have to tell me. Like, I know, I'm very aware. They wouldn't hold up in today's climate, I don't think. They were very repetitive, very grindy towards the end, especially Underground 2. I mean, both games were really grindy towards the end, to be honest. And obviously, like, the cars and the body kits, especially Most Wanted, just weren't really, like, it's weird. From Underground 2 to Most Wanted, the customization got worse for some reason. If that happened today, you know, if Need for Speed Payback and then Need for Speed Heat came out, and Payback had full customization, and then in the next game they said you've got presets, the whole world would go mad. The whole world would be like, what are you doing? This is not acceptable. But back in the day, I didn't really care. I was a kid. I'm fully aware that a lot of that is nostalgia based. I'm like very aware. But like, I feel like I can like separate what's nostalgia and what I know the game is, sort of thing. Anyway, those are still my two favourites. The atmosphere and the soundtrack is something which I think a lot of people know is good in those games, but genuinely it shaped my music taste as an adult, and music is one of my other like passions alongside gaming and, you know, sports and cars, obviously. Like, music's one of those other passions I have, and a lot of that was down to Most Wanted and Underground 2 and Underground 1 and, you know, Hot Pursuit 2, growing up as a kid, Pro Street. A lot of the songs I used to listen to were in that as well. Mate, what the hell? He just killed himself. What the fuck? Yeah, so in terms of my favourites, those are definitely it. I think if you haven't played some of the earlier games in the series. Specifically, you need to check out Hop Shoot 2's version on PS2, made by Black Box. That was one of the games for me which was just like, I didn't play that till later, obviously, because I didn't have a PS2 as a child. But it is so different to the PC version. If you haven't already checked that out, like, go and check it out. Very, very good game. It had a lot of problems, but Pro Street, if you never got around to playing Pro Street, definitely give that a go. You can pick it up very, very cheap for PlayStation 3 and 360. And also another weird one, which I played a lot of growing up for some reason. I think it's just because, you know, it was one of the only few racing games on handheld which was any good. It was Carbon Own the Streets. It was basically a port of Most Wanted over to PSP, but it had a bit of the map chopped off. Oh, there was a timer. I had absolutely no clue there was a timer. Guess we're going to restart that one. Anyway, back to what I was saying. That was a really good port. It was basically just Most Wanted with a bit of the map chopped off. And honestly, I had a lot of fun in that game. I can see a lot of crossover between, you know, what has been done in future Need for Speed games and that game. Like, it's quite weird. For a handheld, it was actually ahead of its time. Open world police chases on a PSP game, customization, that was sick. And more customization, I think, than Most Wanted in terms of like individual body parts. I might be remembering that wrong. From memory, it's been a long time since I played that game. From memory, that's what I remember. Right, we're actually gonna like do the objective instead of just roaming around. I reckon if we get rid of these 2 police cars, we might be good to do it. And then in terms of my least favorite, I'm gonna go and say is probably Most Wanted 2012. Now, I know a lot of people are like, man, that was a good game, that was a good game. And all respect to you if you do think that. But the reason why I didn't like it is because I loved Burnout Paradise. I have no problem with Break Drift, I have no problem with stunts and stuff, but what I do have a problem with is a Burnout game that isn't trying to be Burnout and a Need for Speed game which isn't trying to be Most Wanted. That's my problem with Most Wanted. It's not because, you know, I have a problem to Break to Drift. It's not because of any of those things. And maybe, you know what, I might do a video series where I try to actually complete that game again, because I genuinely haven't finished that game. That's the one Need for Speed game that I haven't, you know, gone to extra lengths to complete. All day back there. Isn't there a cooldown spot somewhere around here? Where is it? It's around here, yeah, cool. My mic is like obstructing the map, so I can't see where anyone is. Oh, fuck, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's around the corner, innit? I'm pretty sure. Where is this cooldown spot? Where is this? Okay, I don't think it matters anyway. Back to what I was saying. I keep getting sidetracked by the gameplay. That was my problem with Most Wanted. It wasn't extreme enough to do Burnout. You couldn't do flat spin. You couldn't do barrel rolls. You couldn't do any of that. But at the same time, there wasn't customization. There wasn't a proper blacklist. It's like, make up your mind on what you want to be. You're called Most Wanted. So either you're Most Wanted or you're Burnout, basically. And it wasn't either of those things. And I was really disappointed because I really like Criterion games. That is basically me giving the quick synopsis to why I didn't like that game. I've actually made a video on it on the channel. If you search like StraightUpHippo Need to Be Most Wanted hate, maybe not hate, hate's a strong word, something across those lines, you'll be able to find that video. But anyway, we finished that event. We've got through 3 events there. It's quite decent, and we're gonna end it there, I think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the return of this. I might be a little bit rusty with my gameplays. I might have to save this one in editing. It has been a while. I'm going to focus more on these as we get close to launch. I'm going to do another series, kind of similar to how I did in Payback, where I'm going to play every single Need for Speed game in order. I've got my PS2 set up. I've got like all of it set up. So it's one of those things that on the launch to the Heat, you're going to see a lot more of this kind of retro stuff, as well as some other games. I want to play Forza 4 on the channel. I love a bit of Forza 4. Anyway, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed, if you did, hit the like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe, and peace.